What up, y'all? This is Eye2EyeIIIV, aka Josiah David, here in the roaring metropolis of Lenox, Alabama. And guess who happens to be here? Who do you think?
Ken Hovind. Hi.
So I should say, so far it's been a real blessing these last few days since I've been here, and my first time to America personally, and I might as well just lay the thing right up there. I'm a huge Ken Hovind fan, 10 years in the making, and I might as well mention I'm not one bit American or Canadian. Now I'm quarter Japanese and born and raised in Japan, and my dad is quarter French and mostly British English, and he's from England. My mom, she's half Swiss and half Japanese. She's from Japan, so I'm way out there someplace.
Yeah.
But where the accent came from, I don't know what's to blame. Sesame Street, Disney films, VeggieTales. My mom, I don't know. Basically, I'm sure a lot of people know everything about you and what you like doing. Tell me one thing you're good at.
I hope I'm good at pleasing the Lord. That's the goal.
And that's what it's all about, basically. So,
yeah, I want to please Him in everything I do.
well, so I should say when I was around 16 years old, I read a bunch of Jack tricks and got really saved. You know, the difference between having a head knowledge or a heart knowledge of God. The Holy Spirit really touched my heart. I cried and I said, Lord, I really want to get saved. I don't want to waste this opportunity. I want my name to be in the book of life. Then certainly after that, at Christian school, in our science class, we were introduced to Hovind's videos, and 5 minutes in, I was actually mind-blown. I thought, man, I could listen to this guy forever. Kind of like Ripley's Believe It or Not. Very funny, very engaging, very informative, very life-changing too. And even a lot of people, I'll tell you, a lot of skeptics, even people accused Ripley of being a liar. And what did he say to it? Hey, I enjoy it. It's fun being called a liar. I enjoy it, because there's nothing stranger than the truth. As they say, truth is stranger than fiction. Would you, by the way, agree that on the case of discussing creation, evolution, and dinosaurs, Darwin wasn't really a scientist, I would say. He was more of an idealist rather than a scientist.
Well, Darwin was basically a lazy bum. His dad was a doctor, so was his grandfather, and he didn't show any aspiration to accomplish anything with his life, so they sent him to school to be a preacher. Because in the Anglican Church, I guess once you're in, you just don't have to do nothing. He was an Anglican.
Yeah.
So his only degree was in theology in the Anglican Church.
Right.
And then he set sail on board. He couldn't find a job, so his dad pulled a few strings and got him to be the unpaid ship's companion on the HMS Beagle with Captain Fitzroy. See, back in those days, the British Army or Navy, they didn't let their officers talk to their enlisted men except to give orders. Keep a separation. And so the officers, especially the captain, would get lonely, and so they'd send somebody with him, a gentleman, just to be his friend. And so they sent Darwin with, and Darwin collected. He loved to shoot birds because he loved worms. Shot birds by the hundreds.
Quite a street.
And collected them and classified them, and found on the Galapagos Islands there were 14 varieties of finches by their beak shape. Okay, it's still a finch.
Yeah.
And that led to later his wild theory that finches are related to whales.
How do you come to that conclusion? It's no big deal. It's just the size of the beak.
I know. Anyway, so no, Darwin was not a genius in any way. He was lazy.
Yeah.
Loved to shoot. Even during college, he nearly flunked out because he had such a hard time focusing on his studies. He'd rather be out shooting.
There's talk of his low IQ and even the fact he was known for making up stories when he was a young boy, even.
Well, and he married his first cousin, Emma Wedgwood. They thought they'd have superior children. It turned out it didn't work too good. Some of them died. Some were seriously retarded. Yeah, it's sad, you know. But
would you say Darwin would still be a Darwinist today if he was alive? If he came to your museum? If he
I would love
to
to debate him. See, Darwin, like everybody else at that time frame, was convinced the Earth is billions of years old. That's the first mistake. It's not. So if the Earth is only 6,000 years old, like the Bible clearly teaches, then the argument's over for evolution.
There we goes. I'd say with a lot of people who compromise the Bible with evolution of millions of years, I say you started with a preconceived idea that the Earth is billions of years old and trying to superimpose that on the Bible. Well, slow down just a minute. Are you sure that the supposed evidence they're bringing forth to you is even valid? Maybe you should dig a little deeper than that. Basically, don't just accept whatever they say. Okay, you're the professional. I'll just add it to the Bible. So there's a long history of that, of a flaw in the church.
Right.
Say that any person could learn more science in 1 hour from this guy than their whole life at school, sadly.
Well, I don't know about that, but okay.
But I have to testify that, well, being in Australia for a year and a half, I've done this in Japan, bring Post-its and vending machines, motorcycles, on cars, even giving them in person to people. I took that same trait with me. After all this excitement of Ken Hovind's seminars and wanting to share them with people, after making friends, of course. But after every time that I do sales and fundraising at these doors in Australia, almost every single one that I left, I'd actually reach inside my pocket and slip something inside their mailbox quietly, and like just make sure they won't see me, because you made a good point. If you want to talk about the Lord, no, not when you're getting paid to work, you know. Talk about the Lord, you know, quit your job or wait for a break time. Otherwise, you're stealing company money or something like that. But in this case, I thought I was able to keep a safe face on it. I never got into trouble.
Okay.
But I was able to talk to a few guys whilst off duty on the job. And they laugh and say, man, how you believe the Bible? What about the Old Testament, homosexuality? There can't be a God because there's so much suffering in the world. And after all the insight that I've learned from you or even Ken Ham, I was answering each one of their questions as fast as I could. You've given me the confidence to speak clearly and speak fast.
Okay.
That's why in 2009, after Ken Ham's seminar in Japan, when he did come, I was motivated from him and you to actually start my own YouTube channel. So through that, I've also talked about apologetics, science, creation, evolution, and dinosaurs, trying to defend the Bible and trying to defend you. That is, Ken Hovind is not any tax evader whatsoever, and just leave him alone. Don't concentrate on his personal life, just concentrate on his message. That's highly important.
Well, good. Well, I have nothing to hide in my personal life either, but yeah, I did spend 9 years in prison for absolutely nothing. They just wanted to shut me up. KenHovinIsInnocent.com website, I think, is back up now. It's got all kinds of stuff on that topic.
Thank God for that. And so that's, I guess, and maybe a lot of evolutionists that be online, they wouldn't want to have a bad image of people like you and me, because maybe even the Hollywood movies were even too much of a bad influence. It was making the Christian look like the idiot or the serial killer.
Right.
Yeah.
Guy with the axe and a
preconceived idea, I should say. Well, you guys have been watching way too many movies, by the way. Focus on reality, okay? That's why I'd even want to be a Hollywood hopeful, or getting into film acting or academia, you know. I want to be a shining light, whether in Christian film or secular film.
Right.
You know? So this lot around here is fantastic. You guys have got to come here and see it for yourself. You know, not just enough taking a video of it or taking a picture. It's enough to see with your own two eyes. Man, there's soil around here redder than Mars, what I say. And
it is. It's out of South Alabama.
Almost like out of the Kalahari Desert, might I say. What would you actually say to people, you know, if you try to recommend them to a Christian friend of yours, or even a Christian teacher, like your material on creation, science, evangelism, or even answers in Genesis? A lazy argument I find often people saying is that, oh, just you got to be careful of a wolf in sheep's clothing. He might be a bad guy whatsoever, you know, be careful. What do you got to say to arguments like that?
Well, I've been a Christian almost 50 years. I think I have a track record that people can count on. I've been involved in the ministry I've been a Baptist preacher for 45 years. I went to college right after I got saved and became an ordained Baptist minister. I've been doing this for a long time. I think some people, it wouldn't matter what you did, you couldn't convince them. I mean, they crucified Jesus, you know. After 30 years of perfect life, he raised the dead. They watched him heal the sick, raise the dead, feed a whole crowd with kids' sack lunch. I mean, they don't want to believe, so you're wasting your time trying to help.
Yeah, even a few theistic evolutionist friends of mine, I've tried using every argument in the book, by the way, from your seminars, tried to say, hey, guys, this is inconsistent. Either creation is true or evolution is true. You can't mix the two together. Either one of them is wrong. We're not talking about different flavors of ice cream here. We're talking about our origins, which are vitally important. Because what you believe determines how you behave. They're crucially important. And even time for a little fun. By the way, don't you wish time would go by slow when you were having fun, or go by quick when you were bored?
Yes. I can't speed up or slow down the clock, though.
Oh. What would you say is your favorite verse or book in the Bible?
Oh, Second Opinions.
Second Opinions. And what
That's
is
my favorite. No. Genesis 1:1. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. I mean, God is claiming that He made it all.
Yeah.
Could not be more clear. So that's what I teach on, is the creation. Right. 2 Peter 3 was our website for a while, 2peter3.com. Yeah. Now it's drdino.com. But there's a lot of stuff in 2 Peter also I like. Go ahead.
Fantastic. Oh, I should say, I like that verse too. No, John 3:16. That's always
there you go. That's good.
Especially love talking about, behold now, behemoth. That's always the thing. You know, always love the descriptions.
Job 40:15.
Do you have any favorite band or musical group, even if they're Christian, that is?
I don't listen to music. It's sad. I mean, I like music. I can play the piano a little bit, and I can read music, but I just don't have time. I couldn't name 5 bands. I love the lecture you gave on the screen about the keys on the board and about rhythm, melody, harmony, Fibonacci numbers. Oh, that's in music. Gee, that's another long story. But okay. There's only one song I can play on the piano, you guys. It's just Mary Had a Little Lamb. I used to play piano in a marching band. It just hurt my back. Hurt my back so bad I had to quit.
What is your favorite dinosaur?
Probably the Brachiosaurus, which is
yeah.
long. This is an apatosaurus.
Apatosaurus.
Front legs are longer on a Brachiosaurus. Head back is sloped up. But yeah,
there it goes. Not to mention Stegosaurus, pretty cool. Don't forget the Blondosaur.
Blondosaurus. She's there on the shelf somewhere, I think. Blondosaurus. I don't know where she is.
So, what would you say? I like Christian bands like, by the way, Casting Crowns or even Third Day. They're pretty awesome. Do you have any favorite film? What's your favorite movie?
I guess I don't watch a lot of movies either, but I've seen the ones by Sherwood Baptist Church are fabulous. Facing the Giants, Fireproof, Flywheel.
If you're by Pure Flakes are pretty good too.
Right.
Not to mention The Encounter. I guess, by the way, favorite movie I would have to rate as either way, say Groundhog Day or even the Jesus film in 1979.
Okay.
Yeah.
Of course, the very best movies, of course, are my videos right here.
By the way, get a hold of these. Unrated as heck, and these are award-winning series. By the way, they've won a lot of hearts.
The Garden of Eden. Why did they live to be 900?
There we go.
Lies in the textbooks.
There we go.
Oh, gee. The Dangers of Evolution. This is the one they came and arrested me for.
It was.
Put me in prison nearly 9 years for exposing the dangers of evolution. You might want to see what's on that one.
Talk about a travesty.
Yeah, that was a travesty of justice, is for sure.
I'm sick and tired of criminals getting their own movies. Sick and tired of criminals being freed while you were in prison for a long time, I should say.
I wrote 37 books and earned 2 more doctor's degrees and led 800 men to the Lord. And
well, I'll give you thumbs way up.
Tried to use my time wise. I don't want to do it again, but yeah, I'm glad it's over.
No. Any favorite singer?
Singer? No singer.
I gotta think about it even myself. What country in the world do you most want to visit?
The more I travel, and I've been to 37 countries in all 50 states, the more I like Lenox, Alabama.
Oh, I understand. It's really encouraging to see you content with everything you have right here.
I love it. If you want perfect weather, it's hard to beat Costa Rica, Honduras. That's just incredible.
Now, this is a deep question. If you were sitting at a table across from Jesus, what would you want to ask him?
Why do you love us? We fail you constantly. Why? I know he does. I can't understand why. If I was God, I'd have killed everybody a long time ago. I'd have killed them all.
A lot of people say, I wouldn't even ask him a question. I'd just be falling. I'd just be wanting to worship and cry. And I'm going to say, that makes a lot of sense. Because I would too. But it gets to, I'd also love to ask him the question, what's the gospel according to you? You know, this is the gospel according to Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. If Jesus had written a book, I wonder what he would have written. Just fun thought for that. Or even saying, may I see 10 seconds of hell and 10 seconds of heaven? You know, just visionary-wise, I'd like to, hell first, that's the horrible part. Heaven next, because that's the beautiful part that can overwhelm the horror, or so on. And that's near about it, but is it all right if I may have your autograph?
Oh, sure, I'd be glad to. I got a bunch of those.
Not a problem. Oh, yeah, definitely.
The first book I wrote, do you have that one, Claws, Jaws, Dinosaurs?
I've not gotten that yet.
Well, I wrote that back in '99 with Bill Gibbons. It's about dinosaurs that may still be alive.
Or even giants in the earth in those days.
Yes.
Okay.
There's so much to study on that topic, so I'll give you this one.
Oh,
Claws, Jaws, Dinosaurs.
This is science, people. Real science. Things you wouldn't even be shown in school or college.
Yeah.
Sadly.
You can get everything off our website, drdino.com.
It's my man Kent right here. Been a great influence and the best teacher I've ever had in a very long time, though I've not met him personally until now, that is. So I should say, peace out, keep thinking, Jesus bless you, and TDFN, ta-da for now.
Ta-da for now, TDFN. Okay, thank you, sir.
Soldier on and fear no evil, people.
Amen.
God bless you.
Well, happy November 5th, people. A famous day in history for somebody somewhere. Here at Dinosaur Adventureland. It's such a blessing doing this work, because it's worth it. Where Jesus brings so many people together. That's what it's all about. Oh, this is fast. Yay! I went over it yesterday.
Wow, he did it.
Talking about. Whoa! Trying to hold it stable.
Oh my gosh, it's so
Wait for it.
Wow, this thing is beefy.
Yay! When you said mule, I really thought you meant a real donkey. I did not know it was an automobile.
Oh, just barely missed losing his life.
Was. Oh, he's been following us the whole time. Watch out for the dog.
Look, they're behind us.
They're instinctively. Very instinctively.